Xiaomi, a rising Chinese tech giant who in a short time grown to a massive success. Xiaomi, who is known for their smartphones, TV and various kinds of gadgets, is dominating the world tech market, especially in the regions of India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, China, etc., to name a few. This domination is mostly of their smartphones, the Xiaomi Mi and Redmi series smartphones. While Xiaomi is known for its innovations, but it is seen that from time to time, Xiaomi is in one way or another copied the Apple's iPhone model design or software functions. While copying other companies is illegal, then why does Xiaomi is still in the game and is not sued by Apple for copyright and law infringement, whereas Apple sued Samsung for a whopping sum of $2.8 billion for an alleged stealing of Apple's biometric tech, aka the face unlock algorithm stealing. But it is not that the Xiaomi is not sued by Apple, but it is also seen that a lot of other Chinese companies stole or copied the iPhones or other smartphone companies' design and functions but still got away without any copyright lawsuit. But why? Hey there everyone, I'm Himanshu Mehra and you are watching Technomania. At first, even a newbie in the tech world can tell by looking at both Xiaomi and Apple is that they have no competition between them. While Apple can surely sue Xiaomi for copying the iPhone's design, especially in the new Xiaomi Mi 8, which is just a complete ripoff of the famous iPhone X design. But Apple won't bother. Why? Because both the companies has a different set of audience. While Apple's products are made for the high-profile audience who can afford to pay a sum of whopping $1,000 for a phone, Xiaomi on the other hand makes smartphones for the average audience, those who can afford to pay a maximum of $400 to buy a smartphone. And the price difference from different models is there too. While Apple's iPhone starts at $500, on the other hand, Xiaomi's smartphone starts from $100, which is, to be honest, is quite a big gap between the prices of both the company's products. A while back, I made a video on how Apple is a status symbol in today's era, which kinda explained that Xiaomi is not at that level. So Apple won't profit from filing a lawsuit against Xiaomi in any means. The second point is that, which I stated in the beginning of this video, is the demographic approach. While most of the Apple users are from USA and Europe and few other countries, Xiaomi on the other hand mostly has a user base of China, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, etc. Which is one of the reasons that why the Mi 8 is not even launched in USA or Europe. While you can import the Mi 8 to USA, but you can't directly buy it from the e-commerces of USA like Amazon or eBay. That is why if you see the lawsuit filed by Apple against any other companies is mostly against Samsung, because Samsung is one of the few companies in the world whose smartphones also ranges at the price of $700+. Now the third point is the dominance and foundation. Many tech reviewers or the media people blatantly taunt the Xiaomi for copying the iPhone X design, but no matter how much they disapprove to this, Apple or especially iPhone sales aren't going to be affected by this. To put it simply, if you compare both the companies, then you will see that there is a lot of difference between them. While Apple at one side manufactures their own chipset operating system and has their own coding language and app store, it is simply not bound by any kind of restriction. Basically, even the most close competitor of Apple, which is Samsung, does not have the control over their smartphone. Samsung can only design their phone's body or battery. But for the software, it is bounded to acquire it from the Google, who also first designed it for their own Pixel phones and then for Samsung. So Samsung is not able to show dominance here, and if that is the case, then Xiaomi on the other hand is totally at a starting point. Not just the software or the OS from the Google, they also buy the chipset from Qualcomm. So Xiaomi technology is nowhere near to show dominance and hence is bounded. So if we put Apple and Xiaomi side by side, then it is clear that Apple as a manufacturer shows dominance in this department. To create that type of functionality like the Apple has, one company needs to invest a lot of money into creating a new hardware and software sold to their own, which Xiaomi can't afford at this moment, which also dictates that while Xiaomi can copy the outer design of Apple, it can nowhere copy the capabilities of the Apple. The fourth point that I like to say is that Apple is not stupid, because Xiaomi does not directly sell to USA, and if Apple were to sue Xiaomi for copying, then Apple has nothing to gain from it, but mostly only it is going to lose. Basically, if Xiaomi is sued, then they will surely lose, hence costing them a hefty sum, which can lead to halt in the new smartphones, or worse, Xiaomi's bankruptcy. And when that will happen, a whole market of $100 to $500 smartphones will be easily available for the likes of Oppo or Vivo and Samsung to take over. And hence Samsung is a well-known big brand. It can be predicted that Samsung will easily dominate the low-end smartphone market with full dominance. And if that happens, then Samsung only going to become strong in the competition, hence which can lead to a low sale for the iPhone and can force Apple to lower the prices of the iPhone, which Apple cannot afford. So basically the conclusion is that Apple just can't sue Xiaomi because they can't afford to, and because of this Xiaomi can freely do whatever they like, though it is illegal, but Apple can afford to lose a couple of $1 million over $1 billion. So guys, what are your thoughts on this video? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you think that this video is worthwhile, then hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that I can able to bring amazing videos like this for you. Till then, see you later.